Hello students, welcome to my class once again. Today I shall discuss the chapter number 17, that is means of communication. Means of communication, page number 88 in your book. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to know different types of means of communication and their advantage and how to communicate and what is communication, etc. Understood? Okay, so let's start the chapter. Communication. At first we have to know what is communication. Okay, see, communication is the sending and receiving of spoken or written messages between people and place. Communication is a sending message, written or spoken. Communication is the sending or receiving spoken or written message between people and the place. For example, we are talking, so it's a kind of a communication. For example, I have a friend, I'm calling and talking with that person, so it's a kind of a communication. Okay, now letters are the most common means of communication. Letters are the most common means of communication. Okay, other means of communications are telegram, telephone, fax, email, radio, television, newspaper, etc. These all are the means of communication. Some are individual communications or some are mass communication. Okay, now every city and nearly all the villages of our country have post offices. In India, almost every cities and almost all the villages have the postal service or post office. Okay, we can buy postcards, inland letters, envelopes and stamps from the post office. We can buy what? What we can buy from the post office? Postcards, envelopes, stamps, etc. We can buy from the post office. Okay. We can also send parcels and money through the money orders. Through postal service, we can send the parcels as well as we can send what? Money orders through postal services. Understood? Okay. Now, this method of communication cost very little, and these methods of communication cost very little. The small amount of money we can send items from one place to the another. We can money order also, which cost very less. Understood? Now, quick mail service and speed post have also been started in various villages. Quick mail service and speed post also started in various villages also. It means quick mail service means what? If you want to send something to somewhere else with a short period of a time, and this procedure is called quick mail service or post or speed post. Okay, so for that process you can send your things or letters or money or whatever it is with a very short period of a time. Understood what I said? Now, India has one of the largest postal service network in the world. India is one of the largest postal network service all over the world. Understood? Okay, this gone about the postal service. Next is telephone. See, next is what? Telephone. See. Now, telephone is the fastest means of communication. Yes, everybody know. We all know that. Now, how much we are familiar with the telephone, everybody known to us, or it's known to us very well. Yes, everybody know. So that is why today we can talk to people in far off cities of or even in different countries through the STD call. STD means what? Subscriber trunk dialing, and ISD, international subscriber dialing. Understood? Today we can talk anywhere, any corner of the country, even any corner of the world through telephone. So when we contact within the country from one place to the another, we use what? Subscriber trunk dialing, which is STD. And if you want to talk to the somewhere else out of the country, so we used ISD. That means ISD means what? International subscriber dial. Okay. Now, Telephone facilities are available in all cities, towns, and most of the villages these days. Telephone facilities is, I say, everywhere. You can find these facilities is everywhere, even every houses, individually also. So, because it is one of the advanced and modern means of communication, you can find telephone everywhere in our country, even every villages also. Okay. Now, telephone services are better and much cheaper than before. If you compare to the 21st century with 20th century, we find 21st century is what? Telephone services or facilities is much better and cheaper than before. Understood? Okay. Today, our country has the second largest network of the mobile phones after China. First is China and second is India. Understood? Various types of mobiles you can find. Understood, available in the market, and that is why our country is the second largest network of mobile phone after China. Okay, remember that. Now we can also send messages by electronic email through telephone and the internet and any part of the world of the computer. Today we can send the email also. We can send email to anyone, any corner of the country using internet. Is not it, with a very short period of time and with a very low cost. Okay. Now what is internet? Internet is what? See, the internet is a worldwide computer network by which an user can connect his computer to another computer in any part of the world. Now internet is available in the mobile phone also. Internet means to us a person who can connect with another computer. The internet is worldwide computer network by which a user can connect his computer to another computer in any part of the world. Now I can say that a person who can connect to one person to the another person with a mobile phone also. It's a mobile network also. Now this is called internet. Now you see, email is a very inexpensive means of communication. Email is very inexpensive means of communication. If you have internet in your phone or computer, you can send email to anyone, anywhere, any corner of the world. Understood? Yes. Next is what? The letter, telephone and email are personal means of communication. As I said before, some are the personal means of communication and some used for mass communication. So among them, the letter, telephone and the email are personal means of communication. Okay. For example, I have a phone. I can send to the message. I can send to the email to anyone. So this is my this I can use for my personal purposes. So this that is why it's, we can say that the letter, telephone and email are the personal means of communication. For example, they are used as a means of a communication between individuals. Understood? Between individuals. For example, you have any, if you want to ask me something, you call me and ask. So it means what? You are communicating with me individually. Is not it? Yes. So now we are going to know some about some mass communication. See, a newspaper has something for everybody. I hope that I know that you all know about newspaper. Every early in the morning we can find the newspaper boy give the newspaper, deliver the newspaper, and we can read. Is not it? So a newspaper has something for everybody. How it is something for everybody? See, it gives opinions, information, and news of interest from every corner of the world. Why newspaper is important? Because it gives us the information about the different events of the world. And not only that, here also mentioned, see, that a newspaper is something for everybody. It gives opinions, also informations and news of interest from every corner of the world, not only regionally, locally, internationally also. Gives us the information. That is why it's very important. Now you see, in India, newspaper and magazines are published in English, Hindi, and different regional languages also. In our locality, you can find the Bengali newspaper like Samayik Prasanga, Dainik Jigashankha, etc. Is not it? Yes. Newspapers are published in different languages in India, especially English, then Hindi, and some other different regional languages also published. Okay. So now, those who cannot read or write, listen to the radio or watch programs on television. In India, still many people are illiterate. They even don't know how to read or write. So for them, a radio. Those who cannot read or write, they can listen the radio and watch program on the television also. So it is in this way they also acquiring the knowledge, or they also get the information for different events. Understood what I say? Yes. Now, these two means of mass communication have revolutionized our everyday life, especially the new radio and the television. These two means of communication revolutionized our everyday life. Now nowadays we get more information than the earlier, is not it? So now we are very much aware of everything. Anything is happening in our country or outside the country, anywhere in the world, then and there we get the information. And lastly, I will tell you about that how internet revolutionized our everyday life. Okay, so that is why now everybody know everything. What is going on, we can see. Even we can see the live events also. For example, any cricket match played going on between two teams. For example, India and Pakistan. By sitting home, we can watch live. Is not it? Because of the television or because of the satellite and internet. Later, I will discuss about it. Okay, now you see. These two means of communication have revolutionized our everyday life. Now, we can listen to news, discussion, and enjoy the different programs of entertainment without leaving home. Just now I said or not. Now we can listen to the news, even what entertainment, listen the discussion, and watch the different types of programs and entertainment by sitting in our home, lying in the bed, watching the TV, and we can see. Is not it? For as I said about, as I given you the example of cricket match, or for example any live events, anything is going on. If it is cover up by the satellite media, so by sitting home we can see this. Is not it? So now, on radio and television, there are programs for students and farmers also. And this also, television is also beneficial for the students and the farmers also. So many channels shows the different programs which is related to the education and related to the farming field also. So that is why by watching the television, sometimes students also get benefit. Is not it? For example, any educational program is going on right now. I cannot remember one or two names, but I can tell you the example of the KBC, Kaun Banega Crorepati. I hope that all of you know about it. If you watch this, we can gain the knowledge also. Is not it? This is the reality show and program, but we can watch by sitting our home also. Is not it? So likewise, some other programs also be there. Is not it? And some programs for farmers also. By watching those programs, farmers also gain the knowledge how to cultivate their fields and how to produce more. Is not it? So it is in this way, especially the television are benefited for the students and the farmers also. Understood? Now, what happens? See, now we can see films at home with our families also. Now, for entertainment, we can watch the films. We can see the films by sitting with our family members. Is not it? By what we can watch the movies also. We can watch some other programs also. Is not it? Yes. Now, we can even watch events as they are happening in any part of the world, sitting at home. About that, I already said you. For example, I told you about the cricket match. Yes, anything live is going on. By sitting home, we can watch the program live. Is not it? Yes. Now, we can also learn about the habits and culture of the people of different parts of the world. We can learn the habit and culture of the different types of people who live in different corner of the world. For example, for example, I'm watching a movie. In this movie, we can watch some part is going on, like they show us about the culture of the American people or England people. So by looking their culture, we can learn how they eat, what they wear. Is not it? So likewise, we can learn the culture of the other people also. Not only that, but also in India also we can find the multicultural people, multi-religious people. Is not it? What is the dress code of the people of Arunachal Pradesh, people of Shimla and Sikkim, what is the food habit of North Indian people, South Indian people. So all those things we can learn by watching the television. Is not? Yes. So these all are the advantage of watching the television. Now, every means of communication is useful in its own way. Yes, for example, television, radio, newspaper, email, then what? Fax, then internet. Every means of communication is useful. It's their own way. Okay. Now, together they help us keep in touch with our friends, relatives, and the what? Together, all these communications help us to connect with our friends, families who is not with us, who is far away from us, though they are far away from out of the country also, so we can call them, we can connect with them. So in this way, these all means of communications helps us to connect with them. Understood? Connect with our friends, relatives, and all around the world. So these are the few things about this chapter, means of communication. I hope that you understood what I discussed. So then also, if you have any problem, if you faced any kind of a problem, you have my number. You call me and ask me about, and I will discuss once again about it. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you so much.